Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Timberborn, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were cracking on with getting some of our support down, so we are improving our log production. We are also working on battery power up here, where we've got some of our gravity batteries coming in, and we finally got a large water pump, and we're currently working on trying to get everything we need for the large tanks, but I don't believe we're going to get them in time for the drought that we've got coming in a couple of days. Now, the other thing with this is we are going to need to remember I've got to turn these off this time so we don't kill off all of our farms again, which is what we did last time without thinking. So that's something that I need to keep an eye on. We're going to be a lot more reliant on the windmills now to try and keep the power going for stuff, but science is taking off now. We've got our 2 observatories. What does that do? That turns them into go juice, which we don't need because that's for the robots. We could start looking at the large windmills. This is planks, cogs, and yeah, let's unlock those because we're now swimming in science points, and they don't actually take up any more room. So I think we do actually look at taking this one down and replacing that one with a large windmill because it has the same footprint. So we may as well get it to improve the power production we've got going on there. Let's try and maximise that as a thing we need doing. Now, what I am worried about is, there we go, okay, it says we had injured beavers, and I was like, but we've got beds, but they don't seem to be getting patched up in it. Okay, curious about that. Right, there's the drought, so now we need to pause all of the water pumping, you know, until we absolutely run out of water. We want to close these up so we don't have any backflow and lose the water that we already have here, because all of that's going to dry out now. Wow, 8 days as well. Crikey, that is that's a long time. Yeah, that actually slightly worries me, that number of days. There's our paper mill, because we're actually using the paper again. That's where we're going to have our metal. Yeah, so we're never really going to get anything better power-wise than what we've currently got. We're just going to have more of it if we want more. But it's this water I desperately want to keep an eye on. And like, we absolutely want to get these water barrels ready for next time as well. To the point where actually pathwise, we probably do just want that filled in so that they can literally bolt backwards and forwards if they need to. Okay, we've got a load of people that are thirsty. Don't quite understand why they're thirsty. Well, I mean, obviously they're thirsty because they've not got any water, but I suppose maybe it's because they're coming all the way over here. Yeah, we can lock that up, try and hold... Actually, no, that's fine where it was, because we only want that in place for the bad tide, so we can flush it all off down that side. Yeah, okay. Let's let the time run. But like I say, it's the water we need to keep an eye on. What are we up to? Still less than a metre depth, but, you know, we're not pumping it out anymore. We just... Wow, they are rattling through that water. Okay, I have serious concerns about our water supply. Like, I'm really not convinced we're going to have enough. Like, I'm tempted. We won't get a large one in here, but we could get a small one in there if we fill in. Not a dam, not a levee. We could put a platform there. Yeah, we can then pull water from this section as well, even if that's done slowly. Okay. Because at some point I'd really want to actually replace these dams with... actually, we could probably do that. Let's do that now. So if we... Where are we? If we take away... these... Yep. And then we want to replace them with... platforms, because I actually want that as just free-flowing water backwards and forwards there. Kind of want that as one giant puddle, as opposed to the segmented one that we used to have. Okay, it's going to be nighttime as well when that cracks down. We've still got quite a few days left. We do definitely want to work towards these explosives. But for that, we need... what do we need to make them? We need that chemical. Oh, we need to make normal... hang on, where... ah, okay, so we need the explosives factory. Okay. So we need that. Where can we try and sneak this in? Don't have a lot of room. We really don't. Where can we try and fit that explosives factory? I suppose even if we get the explosives factory, we can start working with some of the slower, like tier 1 explosives. I think what we're going to have to do, I don't want to do this, but I think we're going to have to, is clear those dandelions. Then we go explosives factory here. But that's going to be super low priority, because what we need to get in first is we need to connect the power. So those are going to be the priority to get that in place, and then we can get a path over here. Okay, so hopefully that will then let us start getting an explosives factory done, and like I say, we can then start working with some of the smaller explosives as well. We will need a bad water pump, which we're going to need to get, you know, over here. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then I'm thinking if we get storage, medium tank here, and that can store bad water. There we go. So that's going to at least start getting that under away. Right, we are out of water, so we have to turn these back on now. Yeah, I really didn't want to have to do that, because I worry that we will just burn through the rest of what we've got in here, but, you know, people need to drink. Really kind of want these large tanks sorted as well. There we go. Okay, so now we have all the water pumping, but that's going to start dropping this like a stone. Yeah, look at that depth. Ooh. Yeah, that's not great. Right, why has no one got down here? Ah, probably because they can't. So let's just pop a set of stairs there so they can get down there and do that. Yeah, and then like I say, I know we are absolutely going to, I think, run out of water here. But, you know, we've got to have people drinking. But I do worry that we're just going to full on run out of... yeah, run out of actual water in our pool here. Right, that can now be a normal production priority. In fact, actually, we could probably increase that. Okay, you can't get all the materials you need, that's fine. You can't get all the materials you need because you're waiting on metal blocks, that's fine. Because you guys are working on all of this and you've got everything you need. You're just, wow, working on very low efficiency. That's because we've got no wind. There's like nothing going on. Okay. So we got no wind, that's not good. Still need some planks, we still need some more metal blocks to come through. Okay, well that's wind, that's going to help a bit. Yeah, output under demand, wow, okay. We're waiting on planks, okay. That's because we've got a load of planks that we can't actually do anything with. Right, so now we have water, people are drinking it. We've got barely anything left in there and 2 days left of the actual drought. This is going to be close again and I don't like that. But like I say, I'm hoping we can start getting the explosive set up. Because what do you wait? Oh, you need metal blocks as well. Okay. Fine. Start trying to look at sorting all of that out. Okay. So we will need that at some point. Can we actually do that yet? No, that needs treated planks and we're not doing treated planks yet. That's fine, that's not a problem. There we go, that's what I was worried about. So the water's now gone. The farms... You're set to prioritise harvesting. We need to set you to prioritise harvesting as well so we can get up everything that we can before it dies. This is what I was worried about. That we've now basically just drained all of that and now we've got to wait for the water to come back. We've still got a whole day yet. Oof. Yeah. Wow, we're out of grilled potatoes. Okay, that means... But we've got plenty in storage, so that means we need another cookhouse. Okay. Cookhouse we can do. So we need another grill. We could try and fit one back here, but we... Oh, we have got a path to get back there. Okay. So if we put that there, we can then run the path like that. And we can actually then get rid of that corner, because we don't need that corner. There we go. Okay. So that's going to let us cook potatoes faster. Okay, and then we should have the water back tomorrow. Oh wow, even this is all dried up. Yeah, the droughts are getting longer. Which is not great. We've just got so many things we need to try and get done and off and away. Like it's... yeah... not good. So they'll die in a week, that's fine. But these are going to die in less than a day, but that's fine. We've got everything harvested that we needed to. You can cook potatoes. We can now set you back to planting. Because they can then get on with that once we start getting a water flood back in. There we go. But we've got thirsty beavers and we've got no water. Oof. Like, we've not lost anyone from that, but that has got close. Really close. And we absolutely need the water to start flowing. Like, right friggin' now. They need to be dropped. So we need to drop those. Let all of that start flooding back in as soon as it's ready. Okay. The trees, yeah, they're gonna... The trees will be alright. They're gonna last a while. So that, the trees I'm not worried about. But yeah, we absolutely need to get... Here we go. Here comes the water. That's going to start bringing that back. Like, actually, with this, I'm just going to let it come straight through because we just need some of that water to come through right now. Excellent. Cool, and that's going to start flowing up there. So we've got water back in here, so now I'm going to turn this back up to 0.4 so we can hold some in here. Got tons of thirsty beavers, but you know, we've got... How is that work? How is that happening? Don't understand how that's flooding. Should hopefully sort itself out soon. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah, we got loads of people that need a drink. But power's back now. We've still not quite got enough supply for everything, which is surprising. Actually, we probably need to get a few more water wheels in. Not those ones, these ones. Because why not? And then we can get the platform in like that, that. And then again, we'll hook them up with the power shafts. Okay. So that's hopefully going to get us a bit more power. I mean, that's not going to get us a great deal of power, but it'll get us some. But yeah, the main thing we need right now is absolutely the first water bits, first large tanks ready to go. Great. That means we can hopefully have a lot more stored for next time a drought comes through. We just need to get everyone's thirst under control. And we can hopefully get all of get that all straightened out. That's fine. Okay. Cool. So you guys are working on that. That's fine. So you're going to make an extra 130. Right, you're making an extra 100. You just need to get the connection pipelines in. That's fine. You require metal blocks, that's fine, but that's going to be our next big priority. Okay. So what we want to do... Yeah, we're going to need normal dynamite, because I think that's what we're just going to have to start with. And I think... What I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to put a pathway down here. Then try and run that much down the middle as I can. And then we're going to want to dynamite everything. Everything we can. Oh, it'll even let me put it on the path. Okay, that's good. Because that will then increase the depth. Which is important for us in here. Okay, so that's all ordered. They can get on with that. you know, once this has been built. And what are you waiting for? Planks and metal blocks. That is now a high priority. That's fine. We do want to get some of that water starting to get stockpiled. Got no food at all. That's because everything died off, isn't it? We've got to wait for it to be harvested. We did also want to look at growing... Where's crops? Wheat. I do want to look at wheat. How far out do these farmhouses go? Okay. So there would be the max. And I can get as high as there. Just make sure. Is that all still in? Yeah, okay, cool. Which means you'll come down here. You'll go there, there, and there. Cool, okay, so we can start growing wheat. With wheat, we can then look at the grist mill. I mean, I know that requires power again, but still. Oh yeah, food is now a problem. Yeah, because we don't have... Everything died off, so our pattern has broken. Yeah, so you are set to collect berries, but berries aren't going to keep everyone fed. That's going to be a problem. How long until we got carrots? Got a little bit before some of the carrots. These are going to take time. How much power does... Okay, so that makes 50. So then if we put food there, put a grist mill here. And then that needs another power wheel there. That's fine. And then we'll need a bakery. That doesn't need power. That just needs somewhere to go. Put that there. Yeah, see, that's saying it's not connected to anything. Oh, you haven't got a path. Okay, that's fine. And I don't know, we checked that one. So let's do that. Power wheel. Yeah, so you need to go out that way round, and you need a path as well. There we go. Okay, so now we've got a lot of hungry beavers, which is not good, because that means they might start starving soon. Because we don't have any... Oh, we have got treated beams. I didn't realise we had treated beams. Oh, good. They're going to start collecting carrots. That's going to... I mean... Yeah, it's not great, but it's going to be something for some people. So we have got some food starting to come through again. Okay, that's something. And then we're getting the infrastructure set up so that we can do bread as well, because bread will work well. So we got all this done. We do also need to do landscaping. We're going to want to dynamite all this out as well. There we go. We actually probably don't want to dynamite that little bit there. So we probably do want to do that. Do want to do that and that. And then we actually probably want to take down these ones on this, just this pathway here. Like, I'm sure there's a selection bit I could use, but I just want to make sure I don't demolish the path underneath these. Right, okay, there's that done. Okay, we are still short on food. We've now got potatoes coming through, which is good. So that's then hopefully going to allow this guy to start cooking some potatoes. Come on. You see, had people die of old age. I've not seen anyone die of starvation, which is good. The water, though, we've still not got a handle on. At all. Okay. So I think we will demolish these. Because that should free up 3 workers. We then want a large water pump. Which means we need to... because this is what we did last time. Clear this path. We need to clear these resources so we can put the path back in there. And then we can get the large... You're not going to do it because I've got these underneath, aren't you? Sure, that's what it'll be. Right, large water pump. There we go. So I can put you there. You there. Good. And then put those back in underneath. These are maximum priority. You can start putting the path back in as well. Okay, so now we've got a mixture of... Hang on, why do you... This building isn't connected to any district centre by any paths. Oh, no, it won't be anymore, will it? Because that has been severed over here. Okay. Suddenly, things are going funny. Right. That's a massively high priority. Get that out of the way so I can rehook the pathway up. Come on. Okay, so that's now got those on. You guys should be getting back to doing your water pumping. These guys can now come and get the resources they need to build these next ones. Everyone's getting slow. Because they're all getting hungry. You don't need to do that yet because... I mean, that's not live, so there's no point doing that yet. That wheat's also got to finish growing. Okay, so we have got people growing potato or grilling potatoes, which is fine. We just... Yeah, I feel like things are spiralling at the moment. Why do we not have any gears? Where's our gears workshop? So we've got 2 gear workshops. They are both working very slowly. Maybe we need to set up just, you know, like a gear storage. We don't need a lot. We just need somewhere. That's the thing. These ones only do 30, but I suppose if we put 3 of them there, make them all do gears, that will give us some storage capacity for them. Because now I'm worried about, you know, another drought hitting us before we're ready. Cool, so you guys are now working as much as you can, getting as much water out as you can. Yeah, we started to lose people to hunger now. That's not great. Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. So we've got... Yeah, we've got a load that are passing away due to hunger, so we've got a bit of a death wave going on now, which is going to impact our work capacity. But, you know, we've got... grilled potatoes. We've got two people grilling potatoes as quickly as they can. Hauling post is... yeah, we're losing haulers. That's going to decrease our efficiency. because people are having to go out and get the resources they need for their own jobs, which is not great. How's the power looking? Power is looking okay at the moment, actually. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's now up and running. So that should hopefully get us a bit more water for everyone, which will make everyone move a bit faster, because that's the thing when you get into these spirals. If everyone's thirsty, they're not going to move as quickly, so they're not going to get enough. They're not going to harvest food as quickly, and it just causes a big old spiral. We need to handle... we just need to handle all of this and hopefully get it under control. I'm hoping getting these large water extractors is going to work for us to really try and get a large amount of water pumped through for everyone to try and drink. But it's like, where is... Okay, so he is working in there. I don't understand why these guys are not... I don't understand why that pump isn't going. Where are you? They claim they're inside, right? Why is that not... hang on. Clear that. Right, yeah, now that's going to start going. Okay. So I can't have those underneath there while we're trying to do all of this, because that stops them actually being able to pump water. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, we're having a big old death wave we're trying to deal with now. That's not great. Hoping we'll bounce back, but we have lost like half the population already out of that. So we're going to have to see how we bounce back on that next time. So I'm going to say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they'll help the channel grow, they help get it out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated, and please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with the blueprints for them, and more importantly for you guys, you get early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.